Kevin Okudzeto Taylor ebe make allegations be edifa Ghana embassy I Washington DC about corruption bi da busuam sesi ameno kasa idea foreign affairs minister Okudzeto Ghana embassy na Washington DC sesi ameno kasa de wa shutting it down na busuam ensem no eroso ye bebo ede rewuo Europe and America na wo se discount ko a ede amo obi wa Ghana anim say idea busuam and you be use AS3M money transfer app na be boy ye pa so o send this car first transaction no ubenya $20 free the answer ube use a promo code JSXM2 use a promo code ya o first transaction no ubenya $20 free no and assign so the screen so no I say am no ka say de ko pie mu Washington DC Ghana embassy wodom na foreign affairs minister Okudzeto was shutting it down. Now Farouk Wahab international relations consultant ebusuan won also the enchemu bi aba after say Kevin Okudzeto Taylor ebe make his allegations no Emma foreign affairs minister Okudzeto shutting sa embassy down no papa no so aba be kasa da ebusuan ye bedi kan akwa allegations Kevin Okudzeto Taylor always making about Ghana embassy Washington DC corruption bi enwon sema obo so enei ami ashati down no yeni gente Kevin Okudzeto Taylor.
From let me tell you the secret ekoso Washington Ghana embassy Washington. Now all the documents Amodeko Ghana embassy Washington no it is not processed at the embassy. They have outsourced it to people omunya accredited to handle your passport. Me ye show ha Efrema mibi ebusa ne se den na Ghana embassy Washington etumi di Ghana for passport man say ono process passport no visas no na onfamra nipa no ono onfama courier service embra and I say ai minia bema and ade Mr. Okudzeto baby crime chrono wopa Ghana embassy Washington DC. If there's a new ambassador coming, at least 90% of the people who work at the embassy they need to be sacked. You need to bring new people to start working at the embassy because Ghana embassy Washington DC and in New York it's basically a crime scene. Omojo passport na so when you're lucky or passport sanka. They just take your passport and they give it to people. Sometimes your passport at will be a table, so when you call customer service nobody picks up. When you get to talk to somebody the way they talk to you, the insult, the disrespect. Mr. Okudzeto, this issue it should start from Washington DC. The Ghana embassy there, 90% of the people who work at the Ghana embassy in Washington DC and in New York consulate, they have turned the whole place into a racketeering thing, a visa racketeering thing. Ode ubuki kwa, oko Ghana embassy Washington DC. Amanfo kwa, omo nkwofo omudi omubuki komo omo. They have specific people they give their books to. Obi to me the book mobi or se komede bebre wo fie. Obi to me tina Texas, ni book to me bedru ho na hira. What I want you to do, Mr. Minister, and with this one, I will personally call you on your phone. I'll give you all the details. What I want you to do, whoever is going to be the ambassador of Washington DC, two things. The embassy building has been destroyed by these people. That building you are sitting in, renovation over 15 years, and your renovation wumda. And we are tayankasa. It is disgusting. The air conditions don't work. Go to their bathrooms at the embassy at time. Secondly, the workforce at the Ghana embassy Washington, 90% you need to sack them. Whoever is going to be the ambassador, and automatic, because whoever becomes the ambassador of Bebahano, so one sack about 90% of the people at the embassy, you are going to.
Nature say we any and someone wakaye eno and nature say sanse me beto abontia na foreign affairs minister Okudzeto ebusuan de ba beto abonti say Ghana embassy Washington DC no was shutting it down. Ebusuan wonsem no akwakoye bibio wa ye deja eno kwa nam so Farouk Wahab no so ba be react o chiri mo ensem anuoma yes Okudzeto eda ba betu dwa say was shutting embassy down no na ekame say entwa ye esanse ne ni kwan so de beto social media ne so amanfo nyina ede ehu bi na ebusuan after see shutting sa embassy down no Kevin Taylor wa ba be react Yemo remiete ne reactions ye wi a yakwakotie Farouk nso so NSMB awade betu dwa ye TV SYZ ebusuan yente Kevin Okudzeto Taylor emra
na de abeto dwa nyina ne se Okudzeto oyedien oye ambassador no sorry oye minister oye foreign affairs issues no on my audit team be investigations Ghana embassy Washington DC hamete. Now the result is clear. Yabehu jima ekoso fraud ekoso amount for data we are handing over to people working at the embassy sebio omuji embassy amount for passport and their kotunko fie. People using the embassy to front their own personal business. I am a witness to that. So I sat here and I said I was never going to stop talking about this matter because there are millions of Ghanaians in Ghana. This is a big problem to them. And millions of Ghanaians in America. A big problem. Can you imagine, say, Obuha to West Coast? We are in the East Coast. Flying from DC to California takes you between 5 and 5 hours. I said Ghana to London. Now, when you make that trip, Ghana embassy go DC to make a child say, I was so free California. Now offer plane. Now oba ebe check it on your passport. Now oba say results in way nya. You have to do what? You have to go back to California. Do you know what the distance you're talking about? But all these things were happening. So they were frustrating people. They were taking money. And my concern was that there were some people at the embassy. Some had worked there over 17 years, 22 years. What are you doing there? The moment you allow people to work in a particular environment for over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, those people become corruption. They turn into corruption because then they become too comfortable. Then they start to liaise with people outside because now they know the loopholes. And none a see or Ghana embassy. Some people made billions out of our ignorance, out of our deliberate action, out of politics at MPPA. Yeah, they decided to allow some people to run the embassy as their own business. And the minister released a statement to say, after the audit, Omabe who said, Jima Ekwaso nebin sida. Intimino say, the minister, the instructions the president has given him, and they say, the embassy in Washington, D.C., it should be shut down temporarily. Now, almost looking for the solution to the problem. I told the minister the last time, the solution to this problem is for him to sack 99% of the people there. Or else, the ambassador Fofra Obebano, who I don't know, that ambassador will never succeed. Say, one pamon workers no more. And God being so good, they have listened. So far, from what we know, the embassy has been shut down. The minister is saying, say, Obia Sari apply. They need to check the background of every single person. In fact, Papa no odi anima sa krono no ekoso. Today, the minister is saying they want to transfer his docket to the Attorney General in Ghana for him to face prosecution. Let me tell you, there are so many people. And I am also going to tell the Foreign Affairs Minister, if there's any way that people here who are American citizens, Ghana who were involved in this scam or this scandal or this fraud, they should be prosecuted here and they should serve jail time. Mr. Minister, I have a lot of information I want to give you. There are people I can give you their information who were part of this scam. They have been part of this fraud for months and years. So, Mr. Minister, it should not just be that man here who is being taken home to be prosecuted. I am talking about people who also worked at the embassy. And we know their record. They need to stand trial here. They need to be jailed. We are going to give you all the information because, you see, we cannot be paying people here in America in the name of politics in T. Na obia betina US Ghana embassy DC na odiska na oyeska mamika bicho the last ambassador Halima Mahama and Asane Freno Halima, I can tell you on authority that woman cannot even write myself. Do you know that? Nana de Danko Kufuado ambassador no wa and sana mu free power no. My friend saying Halima Mahama and I friend saying some woman like that. That woman was not even coming to the office. Sometimes she goes to stay in Ghana for like 5 months. Before election 2024, the woman left her post, her position, 8 months before election 2024. She left and went to Ghana and left the embassy there just like that. So this is the level of corruption. So we should not play with this.
Na say ebusuan wey ene ne ekosu kokopie mu Washington DC. Ghana embassy on mu dey si amno ka say the omo shut ne down, but omo di date aba abonti a che say omo sign so ebebie eno ena sanse mi ebeto abonti Farouk Wahab international relations consultant wono so ekwo kasa ye ewo ye TVSYZ eswa che say wo be cheche nte ade a Okudzeto Foreign Affairs Minister wono e de ba betu do ni social media platforms so no entwe ye nye so bone so de na mum no na ni kwan se wo de betu social media ne so e ma enipa nyina ehu bi na busua enchire nwa awuduro bi e ka ho aye papa yi e de atudwa mepe sie nyina e beje bre na yetie no
angle from where migrants, some of us, maybe said before this directive took place, Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, or catch the only state department, U.S. Agent 1. The only state department, Agent 1, said it's very difficult to make a chance to close the mission because, one, the entire gangs, your concurrent emissions were abundant. The highest one, the Union Permanent Representative from the Office of the UN Permanent Mission of Ghana, or New York. The second one, the Washington office. Third one, the your friend is in Switzerland, in the UK, and I say Abba, Geneva. That is Geneva, okay. And he said, out of corruption. Many corruption involving the ambassador, no, what will you be? I'm a United States government. I recall no, and what catch Ghana to one recall and that's what shutting down mission. And that's the United States government who said Ghana embassy, and for that matter, the ambassador who is the head of mission, were conducting his own inappropriately our espionage affair, our embassy. And I said, there's something that America, Ghana embassy, and undermine the security and threat to them. Now, woman with Ghana involved, i.e., for instance, America knew was a problem. Only some countries, people are many other days. Maybe a who's a Ghana mission, if you could have 4 officials, Russia officials, this is all. So, we have evidence that we close the mission down. In the case of closing the mission down, Ghana and the host nation, in this case, America, and Robert also the coin said, I didn't wait the mission, no closing it down. And I said, Ghana government, they will call our embassy and I said, put your staffs on ice diplomatically. The way there, a young foreign affairs. And for the matter, sir, a president, the man that authority now, and I said, man that mandate. I find it also difficult because, one, the president should know or he knows to some extent the modalities are a bit more close to a mission like Washington. One. We are Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, and a mission to 12 staff. We are talking about over 120 staff are starting to be corrected at the Tony Dawson. And we are all departments, your consular session, your trade missions, trade attaché, your political desk, your a whole lot of departments. In a way, there, they say IT department, every business session, any payment, they are and for the past 5 years. What does it mean, sir? The account directorate or the finance officer our mission or the IT department, what we call it, it is a smallest unit. Every staff including 5. You could just plug them out because I need the whole consular session and just only the finance of one. So do a consular session. And what may be events and also what secretariat, your friend, the scholarship secretariat, your consular affairs. Which means of panel and financial show. My dear Holy said, my brother, my friend, Honorable Okudzeto said, while we call all of them, you know what the implication is. They do the FBI, the working permit, and every visa. And to in the State Department and United States of America government, the officials at the height of diplomacy are conducting inappropriately, corruptible, necessary. The Foreign Corrupt Practice Authority, FCPC, and American, you can take the matter up. What does it mean? It's matter up. All the country will be a department that cancer. Every applicant be a woman working permit, every mission will be a. When human capital was guilty. Or finally said, so what you must say the whole mission now calling it down there. What country will be a working permit? What does honorable say?
Mira, so the okay metiase here. Abandon to me a castle case, what to me a close down a whole mission because of corruption be a water there. Not just a 7 more do into Sanko for more Juma home Nano. Mombranam Rabin Juano.
And yes, American government, American government council will be our resident permit to be our embassy.
Wow.
That's why when you say, well, Ghana embassy staff into working permit to America for you, no Kuma, Ghana resident permit. Every time can show be a resident permit. Because what find you corrupt, and there is a particular institution in US called FCPA, Foreign Corrupt Practice Authority, the American foreign the visiting diplomat, any consulate officers in meetings or when you say dealing with them.
So what do you think Anka Weno, Anka process Ben Anka was a faswa and come with solve?
And your process in the one. And pass a local out to a mission out. Legislation can you do and he said the minister has a chief director. Oh wow. And the one head of missions or Washington. I didn't go work them. And I say, I get my own company and I'm about the number 2. Now we can meet on more. And when you said the accountant, and you'll be an active watcher. And you could be active watcher what you bring to the attention of the head of consular, head of mission, and then paying for any head of finance. When you become watching here, officer 1, officer 2, these are the chairman legend. You can't come out. But when you pay your 5, you are plugging out. And you are back. Disciplinary action. When you call for instead what come Papa want to man to Bianchi, can't you make any peace?
Now,
but you say, you will be a friend of Trump. I can you say, break it down mission. Not State Department, we have to go and report. No. State Department has to go. UN Secretary of State. I have to bring in Economic Press Briefing, security. Or Trump said, Ghana mission, we found you can be closing that because only a corrupt.
Wow!
I train that Trump better say. Washington, all of them are criminals. They are thieves. They are suspects. Then Trump no responding to the caller. Now I close it down. Also, something the US and Cassandra will close it down. Say, FBM. You bring the idea of my question.
Wow!
But the minimum said. So if American State Department decides, the new negotiations are not working with the and some will close it down. Because you can't close that the mission, about host mission in our way. So I can't try to bring him and some will close it down, the mission and me. Remember, if Americans say, or respond to the caller, all the mission staffs now will be a visa, American for the patient.
Wow.
When the country members you are, will be training them on arrival. And after now, a big bang, that's all the year interview. Not the quick, the girl you are. Why is it that when they take it to the Yomakoma? Because I'm in Washington, and I recall him now. Maybe I'll take for the sake of human to take it, let him take it about. Then the manager chance and in Kamwa, a public magazine to take it in court. You can say that. Then the whole nation have to buy tickets for the 120 staffs. We have where politics meet diplomacy. And when it comes to diplomacy and international relations, you deal with careful approach. And we, some of us have advised, in diplomacy, there is no answer to yes and there's no answer to no. Diplomacy is in the middle. So you keep on the eye in the middle. You say, now we're moving through. Now, comforting left, right, center. That is how diplomacy is crafted and drafted and created and imported. And just we get very precious. There's no copy movie. Now could create a problem until you don't call yourself and for wild mission and go to trouble and other missions. You know, myself. A whole time came Ghana mission because you had a mission with the massive. And that's the very frank. You have a mission, because the head of mission can handle this issue. And I recommend the head of mission because and as is much also unless I actually did not present Hamilton.
Okay.
Unless I actually chief director immigration and friends and foreign affairs and that's a foreign affairs chief director almost a good money. Now chipping domestically. The new case say with me man but no you so you don't put it on air and your friend is international domain. X platforms in there. Your friend is a news outlet. It doesn't go there. We don't treat it like the matter. There were missions. Oh, Kumba. But making my job about the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Only the ambassador, consular, the ambassador. Obedience in you, now, Sebi, and the river Diago. your head of missions embassies here. Meeting with you. Only your counselor, only your people, only you said, only your Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, only you part so. If you buy the children, if you buy the 5 years, if you buy the business, if you buy the when you on my hand, you visa section in a people in Coma. I mean, you probably be a banner, only the investigators, but the never kill the baby. I'm not far to show officer of the Mako. Find the team once UK. And then you know, the embassy, so many interview, also to land the interview, almost scrutinize the paper. Only about only said, we're going to say that question, and we will more question, and then the reason of the to make sure Ganka.
Okay.
And not that. Only officers will be at the kitchen plant, at the Yaman, the Bibia, when she should say, when the Yaman go. No question. German, the all the mission. What is that? Embassy Mama said, the officer didn't buy it. The embassy do Kuma, 79 officers, all doing by no means do. Only a J in Kuma, Emma, a Kuma voice, of Bomoto, Emma, only a human give visas to me from Bom to no mamma visas. And once and buy it, no one begging you. Yet the far counselor to Edwin, we are Konya sentence. If you are 2 years, 3 years, if you are and the crown will be answering crown, we are telling you near the court. And once I withdraw a fee, if you are diplomatic list, we are informing foreign affairs, we are informing Ghana immigration, we are canceling the visa, you are Mamma Bilal to stop and say, or call him to me, my husband, for a period of 3 years, you are ready to diplomatic request. So, try with me, your officer. I earn some money, you don't come money to my baby. No more inform Ghana missions abroad. No, no.
You better Sementina, you are selling church, you be any Bessabim. You. Out of four, way a international relation expert and I'm a consultant, Farouk Wahab, and our day Atuja say, or say, Ura Samu Okudzeto Blakwa. Well, grab big time. Say, Wama Asemi Abeda public domain. Eba me sanwa America ban ebetumi asori etiama ye mission kwe hono ye betumi close down enya de eboaye sankoye no kokoamu a aketumi eboaye
na chese abusia se sei de ne ekwaso hono chama utumi de enam enchen na chese ye Okudzeto Ablakwa wono so chate wa chate Ghana embassy wo Washington DC no ono so enam efa ebabi we any ensem na allegations ne reactions are Kevin Ekwabadu Taylor wadi babegu abonte about Ghana embassy Washington DC corruption dream kata hye proye bia ekoso wo won se bi so wutie video ni yepa enchiremu aye Farouk Wahab edemaye no na kire se wo bobo nyoma bia ni so ede kire yen transaction bi ni ahodo bi akokọ okoso eno enenam so a kire se Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Foreign Affairs Minister enam so ama na shati sa embassy down ebusia sa story we de bebe bia de beba abeso meso so be share wa like wa comment ama foforo nso so enye bi ahwe aha ya one media Ghana say we Europe na sa America na pese won send ska emo bi wa ni se de bia meka me say Father's Day eba Mother's Day ni de atwa send o ma me de wo pese won send bibi kakra emfa ma wo papa wo fa wo na na be ma bia na boyfriend bi ukunu bia na chese abuso say we use send wave money transfer app na betimi abo we ye papa na chese bibia aye okay wo send ya o first transaction obenya $20 free de here ni say we be use a promo code JSXM2 use promo code we ya na chese bibia aye kama ama so a o pese yenye advert emfa ma wo no so ubetimi afresh number 0597306565 na chese bibia etimi aye kama midin de atre broni makrao